Hi guys, welcome back to Botanical Woman. I'm Christine. You are witnessing a new adventure. This is something that I've been thinking about for over a year now. There is a really cool aquarium shop here in Seattle. They do some really fantastic aquascaping, and it's just really pretty and inspiring. And if you don't know what aquascaping is, it's really just the idea of making your tanks, and not necessarily, they don't have to have fish in them, but it's just this idea of like sculpting your aquascape with plants and driftwood and rocks to making it look very natural. So that is something that I will be attempting to build here in the next couple of months as I'm starting to collect information and also get the stuff together. So what we're sharing with you today is actually my first ever unboxing of aquatic plants. I went a little bit crazy with how many I got, thinking I don't really know what they look like and I don't know how they grow, so I just want to give myself an opportunity to learn more about them before I put them in, my tank, which I did order finally last week, or this past week actually, yeah. All right, without further ado, let's break into this. So I got this from the local seller here in Seattle because I didn't want the plants to, travel too far since they will be dry for the most part. So that came out super smooth. It came with a ice pack because it's been quite warm in Seattle. And this has the list of plants. He didn't have two of the plants that I ordered, so, oh wow, okay. So he refunded me, but I am excited. The thing about learning to, whether you're building a terrarium or aquascaping, it's really important to try to get, oh, it's so small, so pretty. Okay. Sorry, before I get distracted by all the plants, you want to get a diversity of plants. So, you want different foliage. You really want, if you ever watch Serpent Design build his terrariums, he incorporates a lot of different types of plants to really increase the texture, basically, in your tank or terrarium. So the first one is a Nubis Nana Petite. These plants are epiphytes and they grow really small. And they are very small. So one of the things that I also learned recently is to get smaller plants if you're doing a terrarium build or a aquascape build, because it makes your terrarium / aquascape look bigger. So that's kind of cool. So that one looks really good and healthy. They are very easily propagated. They grow as epiphytes, as I said before, so you can easily tie them to a rock or some kind of driftwood. Let me get this, like my hands. All right, let's see what's next. So that will be super cute. You could tie it to any kind of hardscape. Hardscape is just things that are hard, rocks, driftwood, things like that. All right, item number 2. I wanted something that was going to be like a little bit more like grass-like. So I think this is it. This is a crepe plant. And yeah, it looks like little pieces of grass. It's super cute. So this should make a pretty cute carpet up in the front. So excited to watch that do its thing. Number 3 is what they call a dwarf hairgrass. So this grows about 3 inches, 3-4 inches, I believe. So I wanted something, within that height. And they grow with these cute little flowers. I guess they kind of remind me of like miniature, not reed, but something like that. Something you would only see sticking out. Some of these plants can actually be grown, what's the word I'm looking for?
out of water?
Yeah, there's a specific word for it. Emerged, yeah. So some of these plants, and I think this one is it, this can grow emerged rather than completely submerged. So it can grow in both ways. It doesn't look great right now, it's kind of smushed.
Okay.
So it looks like a lot of these plants are from Florida. No wonder. Oh, so cute. I'm sorry, I'm playing with the hair underwater. All right, let me dry my hands again. All right, that's exciting stuff. All right, here's another Anubis, and this is the Bartera. Yeah. Let me write this one off first. Super cute plant. It reminds me of a peace lily a little bit, the way the leaves are. But I'm not sure if it stays this small or, you know, it could be, does it get a lot bigger? I don't remember, but this is gonna look super dope underwater. They say that you should like cut them and then it will promote more growth because these kind of grow horizontally. So there's that. What else? I'm so excited, guys. Doing my first aquascape. I've had aquariums before. I was actually, I remember my first, well, it wasn't my aquarium, it was my sister's aquarium. And she had a little fishy. I didn't partake in that because I was jealous. I was like, you got a fish tank? Daddy bought you a fish tank. I didn't get a fish tank. All right. This is another Anubis. This is actually a hybrid. I forget what it's hybridized with, but the leaves are more pointy versus the one you saw before, and it's more long. So this is the one that I was thinking that reminds me a lot of a peace lily. And I think it stays kind of small too, but it looks pretty robust. It's like having houseplants, you know, they're still houseplants, right? They just live underwater. So Anubis are really popular amongst aquatic plant collectors. So there's gotta be a reason, right? We're gonna find out why. I'm really excited to watch them all grow. This one, I believe, is a moss. It's called the willow. Yeah, willow moss. And that's because it supposedly reminds you of a willow. And it grows in a bush. So it just looks like a mess right now. But I'm sure the shape will change once we put it into the tank. Ooh, got a free snail. Wonder if it's alive. Wonder if there's anything in there. Is there anything in there? Hello? Doesn't look like anybody's home. Okay. In it goes. Ooh. Try to fluff it up. All right. I was excited for that. Okay, here is the tiger lotus. It has no leaves on it, which is perfectly fine. It will grow new leaves. It already started growing some. There's no roots, which is also fine. And this actually is a really nice, has red, the leaves are red, and it has a natural variegation. It will flower if you give it enough light. Yeah. These will shoot out, you know, floating leaves, just like when you think about a lotus. I think years ago, I also wanted to create myself like just like a miniature pond. I wanted to grow some lotus, but never did it. So now I am. All right, here we go. The famous moss ball. It's the smallest, cutest thing ever. I figured I'd just get one. I know they're really slow growing, but it'd be nice to have some bouncing around in the tank. If I wanted to, I think I could split it up and make it into little smaller balls. Looks like a little fuzzy rascal. Yeah, you're supposed to roll these around. We'll see what happens. Maybe the fish will do it for me. I am planning to get some fish. I'm not gonna do it right away. I'm going to set up my tank and all the aquascaping first. These are some pretty common floating plants. Their name is Salvinia minia. and they looked hairy looking. Ooh. They are invasive, so don't flush them down the toilet. I don't know how. Ooh, they got a little unhappy. Ooh, of course I got some duckweed. I was watching this other channel. I don't know how much of this is gonna survive, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll just put it in there. Anyway, one YouTuber who's a aquascapist, I guess you can call him. He was calling duckweed herpes of the tank. Yeah, now I can't stop thinking about herpes of the sea. All right, so there's that one. Very good. Let's look. I'm gonna open this one. This one looks really cool. This is actually way bigger than I really want it to be, but I still wanted to get it because it looked really dope. I really like seaweed. I really like the way it looks. And this definitely looks like some seaweed. I don't remember. Most of these plants are from tropical places, so they have to be kept in warm water. Just like the fish that I'll be getting. Looks so cool. Look at it. It's transparent. And it's got wafer textures. Really cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is gonna fit in my tank. I got a 36 gallon. And I can go all about how I decided that in another video, but it took me a long time. Many nights burning the midnight oil to figure it out. All right, the next bag of goodies. This one is the Madagascar lace plant, which is super dope looking. I really, really wanted this. I was really excited that they had this and it's local. I really hope it survives. It looks so cool. It has these, you know, it's like the, I guess kind of like Calathea musica, but this actually has holes. Talk about some serious fenestrations. No, but this is the lace plant. The iconic aquatic lace plant. Yeah. This plant, unlike the other ones that I've opened so far, is a little bit, it needs cooler water to grow. So this one I'm actually planning to grow outside of the fish tank. I'm just gonna put it in a, find a vase for it and let it do its thing in there, so. Or maybe should we try? I don't know, I need to do more research. I don't know how to care for these plants, honestly. We all gotta start somewhere. Oh wait, I need that bag. All right, the next plant, I got all these plants because of the different textures. And this is the hydrophilic pennatifida, Filda. No, there's no L, so it's just Fida. So it grows quite tall and roots pretty easily. That's why it has no roots on it right now. And you just stick it in the substrate and it will do its thing. So, looking pretty beat up right now. Maybe you guys can just look at this piece, because that gives you a pretty good idea. They call these stem plants in the aquatic world. Let's open this bad boy. I have no idea what this is. This is a, oh God, a Ponogeton olivaceus. We'll end with that. some Latin thing. Yeah, it's a bulb plant, I believe. Yeah, a bulb plant. I don't actually remember this one because the name is just so simple to read. Of course, I'm gonna remember. Oh, it has flowers. This beast. It's a beast. Yeah, you have to like bend it in here. I'm not sure. Oh, it's long. It's long. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got really beat up. So maybe it's like better off just to cut it all back. Oh, I remember this one. It's supposed to be wavy. Yeah, the leaves are supposed to be wavy. I think I might, because it's like so destroyed, I might just cut it, the whole thing back and let it push out new leaves. It's just good, yeah, it's just going in. We're just going in. It all needs maintenance, you know? Alright, what is in this bag? Oh, there's two things. I think one of them he gave it to me for free. Okay, so the first one is the pennywort, which is really common as an aquatic plant. It's quite cool. I like it. I've seen it before. There's these things called, the Japanese created it. It's basically a aquascape that you put on your desktop. This is completely rotted. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna have to do some TLC with the stuff, but it should grow like weed, honestly. The heat melted it because it was traveling in the box for a few days. But it's really cool. It floats up, and then it has these, you know, nice big padded leaves. All right, we're down to the last sheet. Okay, so this is the, oh boy, the dwarf Segatrala. I don't know, I'm butchering this really bad. But this is also a grass, and it grows really tall. So I thought it'd be quite cool to be in the background and just be waving back and forth. Okay, so this is the Hydroarugula, and the leaves come in red, which is why I got it. And this, I guess this version of it is just longer. When I read about it on the internet, it said that it was a little bit shorter. So I guess we'll see when it grows in what it looks like. The last one, I honestly am not sure what it is since he didn't label it, but I can look it up later. But it looks like some kind of moss, and it is grown. So a lot of times when you get tissue grown plants, this is how you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it in this gel, and it's gonna be in a cup. It looks quite cool. Let me try to, let's see if that does anything to it. Fluff it up a bit so it looks a little better, less smushed. You can't really see still. Oh well. Yeah, the leaves are really, really small. This should add some nice texture to the tank. What I'm planning to do is put most of these in the tank when I get it, but also I'm going to be growing a couple just in a vase because they need different temperatures. So I definitely think it's cool to be growing some aquatic plants just one-off. They need a little bit more maintenance, I think, than our regular houseplants. But I would definitely try without a little air stone to increase the oxygen. I think maybe I'm going to try by increasing just the water changes. So if you keep up on the water change, I don't think you need to necessarily use a water stone to keep your aquatic plants alive. That said, I don't know, but I will try and let you guys know. So if you're interested in learning more about aquatic plants or maybe even fish keeping, I will be doing some more videos in the future about that. So subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Happy growing!